How do you do? Storyteller here, and I just wanted to check back in. No games or stories or anything. Kind of a story a little bit later, but I wanted to just talk about my day today. Because those of you who saw the video know that I played a game called Into the Unknown, and I made a few complaints about how I was having a bad week and nothing seemed to be going quite right. But I wanted to make an update because tonight, just a few hours after making that video, I had my first day at my new job. And it actually went really well. I actually really like it there. I'm not going to talk about where I am because I don't want them getting upset that I mentioned their name or anything there, or I don't know their policies yet. Just started. First day. But I wanted to make that comment, and I wanted to say things are actually kind of looking up. I was really happy with my first day. I'm hoping it all goes as well after this, because the first day isn't a very good impression, but it's a start, and I kind of really needed that. So yeah, I wanted to say things are looking good, so I'm happy about that. And as you can see behind me, it's not just a bunch of junk. I'll move a second so you can see. This is all my treasure hunting gear. I mentioned in the video that I wanted to go treasure hunting today before work, and the weather was horrible. It was raining and freezing. It was like 50 degrees. Horrible. But tomorrow, it's supposed to be like in the 70s, sunny, gorgeous. So tomorrow, we're going treasure hunting. I say we because I actually plan on filming a little bit of it if I can. Be fun. I think so, at least. But yeah, so good day at the new job, and a beautiful day tomorrow to go treasure hunting like we planned to do today. So this day didn't turn out all that bad. So I'm retracting what I said in my last video about it being a bad week, because it was a bad week. But it's a good day. Today was a good day. Also, I mentioned treasure hunting, and I thought back to something I have over here, and I wanted to kind of share it with you guys. This is a machete. It's a beauty. It's a little rusty, but it's got a really neat story behind it. And I am a storyteller, so of course I'm going to tell you. This was one of our first salvages from a treasure hunt that wasn't even supposed to. It's completely dull, so don't worry about me playing with it. It wasn't even supposed to be a treasure hunt. A little backstory is involved here, so I'll start at the beginning. We live in an area where there's a giant river. Giant, massive river. Rapids are fast. It goes all the way to the ocean. It's a pretty serious river. And in the middle of it, there's an island. I'm not going to tell you the name. But it's a small island that's completely inaccessible except by boat. And it has to be a non-engine boat because the river is too shallow in that area. So, myself, my dad, and my grandfather piled in to a two-man inflatable raft. This is starting out well, isn't it? It's piled into an inflatable raft, and we're hanging over the side. I'm squished in between the two of them. They're on either side. We have two plastic oars. Plastic hollow oars with this inflatable raft, and we're trying to get across this vicious river. That's rapids are fast and goes miles and crazy. So we're getting across the river, and we finally get to the island, and we're walking around because we like to do a little searching, try to find old things. We were kind of treasure hunters before we knew it. We were just looking for cool stuff. And we're looking around on the island, and they're finding the usual things like bottle caps and garbage that washes up on the shore. And I get to this little clearing where a campsite used to be. At least it looks like a campsite. Some of the trees are like brushed aside, the shrubbery and the grass is all moved, and I come up to an area, to a tree that's been damaged, and sticking out of the tree was this. You can see, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but right here, it's all worn away. It looks a lot better now because I cleaned it up. I spent a long time restoring this, but there you can still see where it was stuck into the tree. Crazy. And being the brilliant person that I was, said, hey, that's treasure. We should take that back in the raft. In our rubber inflatable raft. This rusty, sharp machete in our raft. So, it was interesting. We actually pulled it off, as you can see, because I have it. We got back into the raft, and I sat in between them, and they rowed with their plastic oars, and on the way back, we lost one of the oars. It fell into the water, so we're stuck in this rubber inflatable raft in the middle of this raging river with one plastic oar trying to get back to the land. And I am sitting in between the two of them, holding this thing above my head. Holding it up above my head so that it doesn't hit the rubber and cut our boat. So, those two, one of them is rowing, the other one's just sitting there doing nothing, and I'm holding this thing above my head, trying to keep it from popping the boat. But we made it. The raft did not survive. I think when we got up under the rocks, it popped. It didn't pop because of the machete, just, I think, from rocks, but we lost that boat. But yeah, so this is one of the first salvages ever from a treasure hunt. It wasn't even a treasure hunt. We were just there exploring the island. But this is one of my first ever treasure hunting finds. So this is kind of what started it all. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. We don't do it like professionally or anything. We don't even do it consistently. We've been out like maybe 5 times, but every time we go, we come back with a story. It's all in where you go and have fun doing it. So, I try to do it on my own every once in a while, more lately, just because we got better equipment now, like all that. So, you probably can't see. I have a metal detector there, I have a pinpointer, I have flashlights and waterproof gloves and a bunch of cool stuff, but it's all for the same thing, just going out there, being outside in the outdoors, and just trying to find old relics and keepsakes, because it's really fun. It really is. It can be disappointing at times if you're there looking for treasure, but if you're just out having a good time, hoping you find something cool like this, it's a lot of fun. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I've been getting my treasure hunting stuff ready, and I came across that, and I went, that might be really cool to tell them about. So, yeah. This for one of the first. This isn't actually my first find treasure hunting. I'll have to find that later. It's somewhere around here. I'll tell you the story when I find it. But there is something older than this. That was my first treasure hunting find. I'll tell you about that another time. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. I mean, it is pretty cool. I cleaned it up really nice. So, anyway, thank you guys for listening. I just wanted to talk about my day, how things are improving, and I had a really good day at my new job. And we're going out treasure hunting tomorrow, and hopefully you guys will be included in that. So, things are looking up. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.